For millions of fans around the world, Paul Hogan will always be remembered as the fearless and charming Mick Dundee. His quick humor, rugged personality, and unforgettable performances made him one of Australia's biggest stars. But behind the fame and success was a personal story filled with love, sacrifice, heartbreak, and regret. Long before Hollywood came calling, Paul Hogan was just a young working man from Sydney. He spent his days working hard and trying to build a future. In 1958, he met Nolene Edwards, and the connection was immediate. They were young, hopeful, and deeply committed to one another. They married that same year and soon began raising a family together. During those early decades, life was far from glamorous. Money was tight, and success seemed distant. Yet Nolene remained by Paul's side through every challenge. She helped raise their children, manage their home, and supported him while he worked ordinary jobs to provide for the family. Everything changed when Paul unexpectedly found success on Australian television. His natural humor connected with audiences, and before long, he became a household name. That success eventually led to the creation of Crocodile Dundee, the film that transformed him into an international superstar. But fame often comes with a price. As Paul's career expanded, the demands of celebrity placed enormous strain on his marriage. Time apart, constant travel, and growing pressures slowly created distance between him and Nolene. Although they briefly reunited after an earlier separation, their relationship ultimately could not survive the changes that fame brought into their lives. While filming Crocodile Dundee, Paul met actress Linda Kozlowski. Their on-screen chemistry quickly became one of the film's biggest strengths. Over time, that connection developed into a real-life romance. The relationship captured headlines around the world and eventually led to the end of Paul's marriage to Nolene. Paul and Linda married in 1990 and spent more than 2 decades together. They welcomed a son and appeared to be living the dream that fans imagined for them. Yet behind the scenes, life was more complicated than it appeared. Linda eventually stepped away from acting and focused on family life. As the years passed, she began feeling that she had sacrificed too much of her own identity. In 2013, the couple divorced, ending a marriage that had lasted more than 20 years. The years that followed gave Paul plenty of time to reflect. Health challenges, legal battles, and the realities of aging forced him to slow down and look back on the choices he had made throughout his life. In recent years, Paul has spoken openly about love, loss, and regret. When discussing the women who shaped his life, many believe he was referring to Linda when he described the love of his life. Their romance changed everything and remained one of the defining relationships of his adult years. Yet others point to Nolene, the woman who stood beside him before the fame, before the fortune, and before the world knew his name. She shared his struggles, helped build the foundation of his success, and remained part of the most important chapters of his life. Perhaps the real lesson from Paul Hogan's story is that love is rarely simple. Sometimes the people who shape us most are not the ones we end up with. Success can bring incredible opportunities, but it can also create losses that are impossible to replace. At 86, Paul Hogan's story reminds us that fame fades, fortunes change, and careers eventually come to an end. What remains are the relationships we build and the memories we carry with us for the rest of our lives. If you enjoyed this story, be sure to subscribe to Hollywood Bulletin, press the bell icon, and never miss our latest stories about Hollywood legends.